Got my ticket for Smile 2, ready to rock and roll. This is for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm at the movies. Also, be sure to check out my review of Smile, the first one. I did it for August Veda. I'll insert it here. So yeah, let's go check out this movie. Also, because movie theater food is so doggone expensive and it's only popcorn, I'm just gonna sneak in a Chipotle burrito to this movie theater. So what I'm gonna do is I'm done work at 3 o'clock. So I finished work. So Chipotle literally right next door to where I work. And the movie theater is like maybe a 5-minute drive down the road. So I'll grab my Chipotle, put it in my purse, and I'll just get a drink at the movie theater. I know it's gonna be like freaking $10, but I can't sneak in a drink. So I'll just get the drink at the movie theater and then my burrito in my purse. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. This is not a pro tip or anything. I'm just telling y'all what I'm doing because yeah, I do not want to pay for nachos, which is gonna cost me like damn near $20, and it's not even that good. So yeah, let's go see that movie. Alright, so I'm way too early for my movie, so I gotta just chill in my car for the next, 20 minutes? And yeah, the whole bringing the Chipotle in my purse and sneaking it into the movies is not gonna work. The burrito was way too big and it was messy, so there's no way I would have put that in my small purse. So I just ate it on site. I ate it right there at Chipotle, and I just brought my drink with me. The drink can fit in the purse. I just stuffed it in there. But yeah, like it was smooth $15, the same amount of money I would have paid for popcorn, which is not going to fill me up. So now I'm full. So that burrito is just my meal, my dinner for tonight, and I'm going to enjoy my movie and try not to have nightmares.
Tell you, I think you already know. There's something wrong with me, but you can see it starting to show. I'm feeling different in my skin. I feel like something has changed.
Oh, this stuff is important. I'm listening. Are you okay? He went exhausted screaming, and then he grabbed like this metal gym weight from like a bench press.
That movie was freaking wild. It was even more gory than the first one, and the first one was pretty dang gory. So where to begin? Let's start with, I guess, technicalities. So a lot of the time, the main character, Sky Riley, was in a lot of like center shots. Like she was in the middle of the screen every time it was like an up close shot. It was always like in the middle. Usually for the most of the movie, it was the center shot. I guess that's what it's called. I guess because she's a pop star and it's all about her. You know, it really is all about her. People come to see her. Her mom has made sacrifices to make her a pop star, but like she's ungrateful. So I found myself also relating to her very hard. Well, not all of it, some of it, in that she had a falling out with a friend, and her mom kept saying, hey, call your friend Gemma. You know, good friends are hard to come by. And she's like, no. But then she ends up calling her friend. But then like the movie does a twist of sort, and she actually never did call her friend. or she did call her friend, but her friend actually never came over. It looked like she did the whole time. It was the demon that was stalking her that came over. It was actually never Gemma. So anyways, I felt myself relating to that because I had a falling out with a friend, or so I thought. Maybe it was in my head. I guess we were both going through stuff, and then my mom kept saying, hey, this is a very good friend. You don't find friends like that. You need to call her, check on her. And I was like, no, I don't, I was being a brat about it. I was like, no, I'm not calling her. And what do you know, she ended up reaching out to me, and I kind of felt embarrassed because she was the bigger person after all, and she called me when my mom was telling me to call her the whole time. So I related to that so hard. And then there's also the pop star element. We see all these celebrities, sometimes they go crazy, and us on the outside are like, oh God, they reach this level of fame and suddenly they are partying hard, they're on drugs. Meanwhile, there's other stuff that's happening that we are not aware of. And sometimes it is true, they are using drugs or partying, and then other times things are actually happening. This really made me think about Lisa Left Eye Lopez of TLC. I think, if I can find the video somewhere, somebody said, or she was the one who had said before she had died that she felt like somebody was chasing her and she was really terrified, and then she died in a car accident.
Lisa still felt the spirit haunting her.
I don't think I will ever get over it.
Once again, she captured her feelings on camera. Had this spirit made a mistake, and would it continue until Lisa would succumb to it? The ghost that had haunted Lisa seemed to strike again. Lisa was behind the wheel of the rented SUV. She was driving near the town of La Ceiba. The trip was recorded on camera because Lisa was filming for a documentary at the time. In an instant, the tranquility of the trip was disrupted.
And then there was also the story of Mariah Carey when she was with Tommy Mottola, that she was like running scared or something. My battery is dying, so I gotta talk fast. But like, there was a story of Mariah Carey when she was married to Tommy Mottola. She was very young, and something about she was going crazy.
Okay. When you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see it before. Look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
And then she had that album back in 2005 called The Emancipation of Mimi, which was symbolic with her like stepping out on her own and not being under Tommy Mottola anymore. Yeah, now everything is coming to the light now in 2024. So this movie was just very timely in that sense, that something is actually really happening to her, but everybody just sees a spoiled brat. And she was using drugs before, she was a spoiled brat, and now people just think it's just more of that. Meanwhile, there's something actually now happening to her, but nobody's gonna believe her because that's how she always was. She was always a bitch, and then she got her boyfriend killed. Yeah, so that movie was definitely a lot. Yeah, I mean, I knew what to expect going in. If you've watched the first one, you know what to expect, but it was a lot of twists and turns, and I was actually rooting for her. My stomach was in knots because I was like wanting her to survive, but I knew deep down she wasn't going to. But yeah, that was a lot. So one other thing I forgot about the movie is, if you've seen it, the infected host passes it on to the next person once that person watches them kill themselves. So now that the whole audience watched her kill herself, so do they all get it now? That's freaking wild. And I feel like that's a commentary on our obsession with celebrities. Well, not so much anymore. I feel like since 2020, like, a lot of people are just like whatever about celebrities, but I think that's a commentary on that. We like to watch the slow unraveling of somebody, and now you guys are gonna get infected with whatever it is that she has. It's so crazy, and a brilliant commentary. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the movie. Again, 4 stars out of 5.
Save me. Curious, can you erase me? There's no medicine to change me. I'm going crazy, doctor.